Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. It is episode 67 and the Nuggets just won an NBA championship. Well, not just one. I'm a bit late. I was excited. I loved it. The finals were great. Who cares about the ratings? Yeah, the Nuggets finally have their first championship in NBA franchise history, and wow. But I'm just a little disappointed. I just thought Jokic would be more excited. I just thought he'd be more excited, you know? He's just saying how he wants to go home. He's just saying like how he's tired, you know? He's like, where's the parade? They have to go to a parade, you know? Even though, yesterday is very much the opposite of that sentiment. I mean, I don't know, man. Hey, whatever. The Nuggets won a championship. It's very great. Amazing. I love it. It's the very first time in my short NBA basketball enjoying experience in my adult life that a team I rooted for and I wanted to see win the championship actually won the championship. I mean, hey, like I wanted the Suns to win in 2021. I wanted the Celtics to win in 2022. But now, finally, I get a result that I absolutely love and wanted, you know? It seems like it just felt right, you know? I love how the Nuggets have been building up to this moment seemingly, even with the injuries the past 2 seasons, you know, with Jamal Murray tearing his ACL 2021 and then him and Michael Porter Jr. being out for last season basically. I don't know. It just feels right. It just feels right that this is the way the Nuggets kind of earned their first championship, you know? Because there were flashes of it in the bubble, right? There were flashes of that they could be a really good contending team in the bubble, right? And even before, because the season before that, 2018-19 was their very first time in the playoffs. Jokic, Jamal Murray, that version of the Nuggets. It was their very first time in the playoffs, and they won against the Spurs in 7 games, and then they lost against the Blazers in 7 games. But if they made it that far, they would have gotten to play the Warriors, and they probably wouldn't have gotten past them back in 2019 because that's still when KD and that's still when KD was there. Basically, it took, but if you know history, KD and Clay got injured. Probably why they didn't win a title that year. Probably should have repeated, but but the Nuggets have a good chance of having a dynasty. You know, they I mean, I'm not gonna call it, but I don't know. Everyone's been saying it, you know. It's kind of, it's weird how the narrative has shifted from can the Nuggets win a championship with all the questions and doubts surrounding them to is this a dynasty? Is this a new dynasty? It's I don't know. It's hard to predict these kinds of things, but I mean, the one thing is for certain is that they're going to be in contention for the next 3-4 years. I mean, barring any injuries. It's of course, you have to make that exception. But I mean, they're going to be the favorites to win the title next season. They are, you know. I don't know. Even if the Suns or the Lakers or whatever moves get made, this guy Bradley Beal gets traded to freaking Miami. I don't know. Damian Lillard maybe gets traded to a team. I don't know. Victor Wembanyama suddenly becomes everything people in basketball have been expecting and more. I don't know. Who cares? Any of that? Who cares? The Nuggets are going to be the favorites no matter what, I feel like. So, that's a really good thing. Is that all I wanted to talk about? Yeah, the Nuggets won a championship. It's great. I forgot to show an image of Jokic. It might have shown up by now, but here is Jokic in childhood. That guy is one of the greatest players to ever play the game. that is the guy who should have won 3 straight MVPs. That is the guy who just won a championship and basically solidified his legacy as an all-time great player, you know, basically. I mean, it's he's basically in the top 25, right? That's basically where he's at right now, but it's he's in his prime. His game doesn't rely on athleticism much to everyone's chagrin. Like, people like are still, I mean, yeah, I've been thinking that that's one of the things, one of the fronts about Jokic and the Nuggets in general that probably isn't gonna like have like 100% of the people change their minds on, of like the people doubting him and like the criticism. One of the things is that Jokic is boring to watch and the Nuggets are boring to watch. I don't think much is gonna be done about that. I don't know. I feel like people want to see him dunk. I get it. Yeah, people want to see him run and jump and dunk and be athletic, but that's not his game. And people are kind of like, wow, how is he doing that? While being so unathletic, while looking so unathletic. But I don't know. It's the whole thing. Yeah, like, I don't think much is gonna change from that, to the people. I mean, I think he's exciting to watch, and I don't understand like how anyone could think otherwise. But it's just a thing. It's opinions people have, like not believing in the Nuggets in the first place. It's fine. It's fine. All the questions, all the doubt has really been answered. All the dust is settled. It's fine. The Nuggets are the best team in the NBA. Jokic is the best player in the world. Who's the guy who like was runner up to MVP? Who's the guy who actually won MVP this year? I don't know. I don't know what happened to him. I honestly do not know. Oh man, dude, it's fine. Yeah. Miami lost in hockey too, if anyone cares about that. I really don't. But yeah. One thing I've been doing, other than playing NBA 2K, is that on Game Pass, like FIFA is free to install, at least for now, and like NHL 23 is free to install for now. So I've been playing those like a little bit. I've mostly been playing FIFA a little bit. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun playing FIFA. Yeah, I don't know much about soccer at all. I don't want to learn that much about soccer, but yeah, for the time I've been playing it, it's fun. I feel like, I can score goals really easily for some reason. I don't know. Like, the AI difficulty changed, like, to a harder difficulty for me because it, like, automatically adjusts. Like it does this thing where it gauges, like, how you play the game, right? And, like, if it sees you doing well on a certain difficulty, because it starts at, like, the lowest difficulty, and, like, if it sees you doing well in the game, it tells you, like, that you can go up in difficulty. And I've gone up in difficulty like twice. Like, it was at like amateur, and then like now it's at like semi-pro. I don't know what that says about me. I don't know. I literally just picked it up. It's like basically my first time ever playing FIFA. I don't know. I just thought like the soundtracks are cool, so I might as well play it. They have like Two Door Cinema Club in The Naked and Famous on their soundtrack, so it's like, yeah. FIFA soundtracks are basically my music taste, A lot of indie pop rock in there. Yeah, there's like a lot of music I like that has probably been on FIFA soundtracks. I've been playing with the San Diego Wave, mostly a women's team, and I didn't even know that there was like a freaking soccer team, a women's soccer team in San Diego. Related to that, I have been watching something else. I have like a little bit. I'm watching this documentary that is basically about the creation of this new like women's soccer team, basically, because I don't know. There's a league. I don't know. People play soccer in the U.S. Apparently they do. Apparently there are more American soccer players other than Megan Rapinoe. I didn't know that. I had no idea. Oh man, this woman like Alex Morgan apparently plays for the San Diego team. Last time I checked, like, she's on the roster in the game. So like, yeah, I've been watching. There's this like 3-part docuseries on the creation of this team called Angel City FC or something, and I've watched like the first part of it. It's interesting, The first like half hour is all like this. Like Natalie Portman is in it. Like a bunch of it's a women, totally like women-led thing in like the team's creation, and I guess it deals with that. But yeah, I think I'm gonna be much more interested in like seeing like the team. I don't know. I'm just watching these random sports documentaries for some reason. And speaking of documentaries that I totally freaking missed out on the opportunity to talk about like twice. Like, oh man, dude, am I finally gonna talk about it? Do I have anything else? Like, Jokic is the best player in the world. I don't know. Maybe he should have won MVP 3 times in a row. Maybe, but you know, Embiid is a worthy winner. The Nuggets, best team in the NBA, potential dynasty. Jamal Murray, I love Jamal Murray, one of the best guards in the NBA. Like one of the best playoff performers we've ever seen, and like just totally steps up his game. Michael Porter Jr. did not have that good a series, but he had a pretty good offensive game. He was really important to seal the victory in Game 5, right? Miami got gentlemen's swept. They won Game 2, lost the rest. Yeah, Jimmy Butler wasn't the same as he was from the Bucks series. Could have been from his ankle. Eric Spoelstra, fellow Filipino, did not know that until like how many months ago? I don't know. No, I knew that in like 2020. I knew that from the bubble. I feel like I knew it before then. I feel like I knew it when like, I don't know, sometime. I don't know. I might have heard it around when like the Heat, when LeBron was on the Heat. I don't know. Yeah, he's a great coach, one of the best coaches. Michael Malone, who got freaking lit at the parade. Oh my god. Hopefully Bruce Brown stays, but I don't know. Like, he said he wanted to be on the team for one more year, but like, I don't know, man. Teams are gonna offer him money, man. Teams are gonna offer him money. So like, yeah, anything else? Anyone else? Christian Brown had a great game in Game 3. He, like, the rookie, he won at every level. He won 3 straight high school titles. He won the NCAA championship when he was in Kansas. And then now he's won an NBA championship. DeAndre Jordan, the vets, DeAndre Jordan, Jeff Green, Ish Smith, all are part of the team. They have now won a championship. Oh man, great. Shout out to the Lob City Clippers. Speaking of the Lob City Clippers, like, some people are defending Chris Paul and getting annoyed that Candace Parker, who wears number 3 for the Aces, because that's the team she's on now. It's basically like a super team in the WNBA, along with like the New York Liberty with Brianna Stewart and like Sabrina Ionescu, right? So like there was like a Twitter thing, like SportsCenter tweeted like CP3 jumped into Shaq's arms, and I'm like, and at first I saw the headline, I'm like, wait, Chris Paul did? And then it's like, no, like freaking Candace Parker. It was Candace Parker who wears number 3. And she jumped into Shaq's arms, and maybe some people were getting annoyed that she like she's being referred to by that nickname. I don't know. It's weird. Whatever. Yeah. Are those all of the freaking finals thoughts? Hopefully. Yeah. I don't know if I'd want to see Denver like repeat. As champions, like, just quite yet. I want him to win another one. I want Jokic and Jamal Murray to win as many championships as possible, specifically. Oh yeah, Aaron Gordon, man, come on. The shout out to him coming from Orlando. That trade, when the trade first happened in 2021, they had those 8 games right before Jamal Murray tore his ACL, and it was like this team can make the finals, right, in 2021. That team could have made the finals. I don't know if they would have won the championship, because they probably would have gone up against the Nets or the Bucks, but like, I don't know, man. They were gonna make I feel like they probably would have been the favorites to make the finals in 2021 if Murray did not tear his ACL. So yeah. Oh man. Anything else? NBA related? Yeah, true. I just exploded all my thoughts. Yeah. Oh man. Anyways, it is Pride Month. And yeah, speaking of, I guess something that might be apt, I watched a documentary like about like a month ago. Yeah. it has to be like a month ago at this point. I don't know. The finals and the playoffs, the NBA playoffs were just a blur. I don't know. I haven't been doing much. Okay. Oh man, I have not been doing much in these past few weeks other than just scrolling frickin' Twitter. And Reddit. I don't know, man. Oh man. So I watched this documentary about a trans skateboarder called Leo Baker, right? And yeah, he used to be called Lacey Baker, right? I think. Lacey Baker. And like the thing is that he's trans, female to male. So please, I will edit anything if it's wrong. So yeah, so he's this trans skateboarder, and like it basically just delved into like his life and like his early life, like being like, because like when he was, before his transition, he basically was like a star in like women's skateboarding, right? And like it deals with like, it takes place like in like 2019 when like skateboarding was gonna be added to the Olympics, and like all these like women skateboarders were trying to qualify for the Olympic Games in Tokyo. And yeah, he makes like his transition during like the pandemic, basically, right? Like there's a really good scene in the documentary where he's like on the phone because he wants to get top surgery, and the doctor asks like, what's your preferred name? And then he's like and then he says Lacey, which is his name. Yeah, just Lacey, it's fine. And then I think it was like his girlfriend like behind the camera is like, you don't want him to call you Leo, right? And then, I don't know. It's just like, I really like that moment. I don't know. It's just, I don't know, the deeper thing of it. But it's like, it kind of like is a microcosm of like the whole thing, the whole problem. Because it kind of, yeah, the deeper thing with it is that like, that I learned from it, I guess, is that like, there is a really big gender divide in skateboarding. Like, not like for some reason when like skateboarding does not seem to be like the like sport or like area where there would be like, I would assume like skateboarding would be a really progressive like thing, like area. But the whole issue at hand was that Leo Baker pre 2021, like pre that time, pre transition, was like involved, was like categorized, like he was known as Lacey Baker, he was known as Lacey Baker and doing competitions, skate competitions on the women's side. But even in like 2019, he basically was like questioning like his gender identity, and like wasn't like really all that comfortable with like being categorized as like a female, basically, right? And like the thing is like at first, at the beginning of the film, like he wanted to like qualify for the Olympics and actually participate in the Olympics in Tokyo, right? But like you can tell, like you can like see the problem that like he's like already questioning his gender identity, and like in the middle of it, right? In the middle of questioning his gender identity, like trying to compete, like he keeps on getting reminded. It's like, no, oh, it's Lacey Baker, it's Lacey, it's basically like like the competitions are dead naming him, basically, right? So like, yeah, it was like a whole like big thing, But I would assume like he like responded to like she, her pronouns, like before he transitioned. But I don't know, I would assume like right now it's clear, it's like, no, he's a guy, right? Like he's a male, he wants to be referred to as he, him, right? And like in the there's a part in the documentary where like he has like this photo shoot like with him like when his hair like shaved, right? And like he decided to like post on Instagram like, can you please call me by my preferred pronouns? Then he received backlash on Instagram from it. I don't know what the point I wanted to make, what it was. It just was really interesting. It's like probably one of the most interesting, probably the best documentary I've seen as of recently, probably the best thing in general I've seen as of recently. That's like not the NBA. Oh man, dude. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I just found it interesting that there was this documentary about like a trans skateboarder, and it like it went in depth, about like someone questioning their identity, I don't know. It's just an apt watch for Pride Month. Is there anything else from it that was interesting? Yeah, just the larger point of like why does there need to be like categorized like male female in skateboarding, why can't it just like be like why does it have to be gendered, basically, as it was the thing I was thinking about. Like, why does skateboarding have to be gendered, right? I don't know. I guess it didn't really answer that, but I don't know. Yeah, and like also he's in the Tony Hawk Pro Skater Remastered, which I played on this channel, but I don't know. Yeah, I could have seen him there. So, yeah, pretty cool documentary. I would recommend you watch it if you just are into skateboarding in general, or just interested in anything about someone being trans and their experience. Yeah, and speaking of which, I guess I am playing like a game featuring someone who's trans, I'll finish that up. Yeah, I only have like one more chapter to do of that. A Year of Springs is the name of the game, so I guess I'll do that later, like tomorrow maybe. I don't know. So is there anything else I wanted to say? Really great documentary, really informative, I feel like this is like the thing, right, where it's like if you want to just learn more about like trans people, if you want to learn more about like an experience you don't understand yourself, any sort of experience, it's like, why don't you just seek out like a documentary? Why don't you just like do the tiniest bit of like looking into it? That's my thing. I don't know, rather than just like not understand things and just like I don't know. It's the whole thing. I don't know. I don't think I need to state. I keep on saying I don't need to state my opinions. I'm anti people being anti-woke, I guess. I'm anti people freaking like thinking woke is this freaking evil freaking thing. It's like it's just, yeah, it's gotten bad over the last like few years. It's not a good thing, people just associating the term woke with everything they don't like. It's just man. Yeah, just I don't know. Just like it's like the like Pride Month has been like a topic, and like Pride displays, and like Target employees, and like having displays where people might freaking come into those stores direct solely to freaking like mess up the freaking displays. It's like, I don't know, man. It's yeah, just horrible. This is a horrible thing. Shouldn't happen. I don't know. I guess I should be more clear with that. Yeah. So yeah. Anyways, that was a nice discussing thing to discuss, right? Anything just like not related to that. Anything not related to the trans stuff in that documentary that was just cool. Tony Hawk was in it. Yeah, just Tony Hawk was in it. The skateboarding was like cool. It was interesting. It was interesting seeing the experience of someone getting top surgery, I guess, in real life. I mean, I don't know. Like, cause at the very end, at the very last shot of the documentary is Leo like skating through the streets in New York City, like because he got his top surgery, and then like he's just skating through the streets in New York City shirtless, and it's like it kind of is like, oh yeah, this is me, right? This is the me I've always wanted to be, and like who I've always like felt I was like inside, and like I'm finally getting to like live out, like who I am, like fully and honestly, which is nice. I don't know. I guess like, I don't know, stories of identity, I guess, like are just a thing I'm into, I don't know. Like, it's weird, yeah. In terms of like stories I like, I don't know. Like, I feel like my taste in stories are really mostly that. Like, I like coming of age stories, but the part of coming of age stories that I like is the like the story of like trying to find your identity and like trying to like be more secure in who you are, basically like discovering yourself, you know. That's basically, you know, the crux of like why I gravitate a lot towards coming of age stories. And like, you know, most of the time coming of age stories have to deal with teenagers, but they don't always have to, you know. I made like a tweet before that like there could be so many more like coming of age stories that deal with like people in their early 20s, you know, like moving, like how about like a series where it's like someone trying to adjust to having like a job for the first time, like having like an adult having like their first job straight out of college and like the difficulties of that. Like, I don't know, just like, you know, just like maybe someone who's like struggling trying to live on their own for the first time away from their parents, like if they didn't do it like during college, like doing it like, I don't know, later on in life. Like, I don't know, man. maybe someone needs to write those stories. That's the thing. maybe I don't know. Anything else in life? Good news, a good health update for me. I've recently ate Brussels sprouts again. I have eaten Brussels sprouts again for the first time in like a month. I don't know. I just took like a month off from eating them. So I just ate them. This is today. I had some roasted chicken that I cooked myself and some Brussels sprouts that I cooked. So yeah, I guess that's a good thing. Anything else before I head to the Twitter segment where I will find like only like 3 good tweets. Anything? I don't know. Any music? Oh yeah. How did I forget again? I listened to the new Daughter album that got released like in May, right? Stereo Mind Game. Yeah. It's like really freaking good. I've only listened to like 5 songs of it, but yeah, Be On Your Way, Party are like really, really good songs. So yeah, that's basically what I have to say. It's really good. It's not like a huge departure from their previous 2 albums, which is like, you know, it doesn't need to be because their formula like works really well. Like, I don't know what it is about it. Probably just like the vocals, probably just like, I don't know, Elena's like singing, or basically is what draws me towards Daughter's music. Just the instrumentation that isn't too like, I don't know, strong. It isn't maximalist, I guess I would say. I don't know, but yeah, Be On Your Way, really good song, you know. Yeah, I also listened to the new Boy Genius album. Like 6 songs of that. It sounds like, you know, Phoebe Bridgers, Lucy Dacus, and Julian Baker making music together. It sounds like that, but you know, I'm not as well versed. Like I would assume people more well versed with each of their music can like tell like who wrote which song, but like I don't know. I don't really know. Actually, with Tegan, yeah, I was thinking with Tegan and Sarah, it's easy because like I would assume, right? If Tegan wrote a song, she would sing it, and if Sarah wrote a song, she would sing it, right? Like, it's pretty easy, right? I'm pretty sure Tegan wrote The Con, and I'm pretty sure Sarah wrote Back in Your Head, and she wrote Walking with a Ghost. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm not gonna correct that. I don't know. It's just a thought I had in my head. I could, like, piece it together. There's a song on, like, There's a song on... their most recent album, Crybaby, like the second song, All I Wanted, where like it's pretty easy to figure out because like the opening line is like when you moved to LA, right? No, when you moved away, like to start a family, and like if you know anything about like what happened, them in real life, you know, you would know that Sarah and her partner, I guess, had decided to have a baby, I guess. So I guess that's an easy thing. It's like, oh yeah, I know what this song is about. That's what I thought when I first listened to it. I'm like, oh okay, yeah, I don't know. That was like a headline in Pitchfork. That's basically how I know. Yeah, so anyways, yeah, pretty good music. Anything else I'm listening to? Anything else I want to listen to? I still haven't listened to the new 100 Gex thing. Yeah, I still haven't listened to that. I still haven't listened to Wednesday. There's a new Home Is Where album, yeah, a fifth wave emo band, yeah. And it's called like The Wailer, and like it's being billed as like a concept album about 9/11. It's being billed as like, yeah, like how Neutral Milk Hotel, how the album In the Aeroplane Over the Sea is like the overarching theme of it is like the Holocaust, basically, with songs like Holland 1945, you know. Apparently, I think the lead singer has been billing it as like a concept album about 9/11. So I don't know. It might be interesting. Man. So, anyways, anything else before I head to the Twitter segment, which I will be disappointed. Anything happened in another thing I'm interested in? Anything? No? Oh yeah, didn't I say I'd talk about Anthony Bourdain? Yeah, that's the other thing I've been watching. Of the very few things I've been watching No Reservations. I watched a few episodes of it in the past, but more recently I've been watching the show that came after No Reservations, after Anthony Bourdain left Travel Channel, which is called Parts Unknown, and it's basically No Reservations but just with a bigger budget. Yeah. And I think like the main difference is that like No Reservations is more like centered around food, and like the culture of a place Anthony Bourdain visited was like more secondary. But like feel like the main point of Parts Unknown is like Anthony Bourdain like exploring a place and like trying to learn about like the history and the culture that shapes the place, right? And like eating food on the side, you know, like he like tries food and like he tries food in order to as part of that, right? But it seems that No Reservations is more centered on the food, you know. Like there's an episode where he one of the early episodes in the first season is about Koreatown in LA, and it's basically just like a history of like the place and like how it was shaped by like the 1992 riots in LA after Rodney King got beaten to death by police officers, and like how like there were riots after that, and like how Koreatown was like, you know, the place was like a casualty of all that, right? Yeah, I don't know. It's really interesting. That's also the episode where he like goes to Jollibee. He goes to Jollibee and freaking tries Halo Halo, man. Oh man, seriously, it's really good. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting seeing like, you know, Anthony Bourdain is just a really cool person. You know, it's sad that we lost him about like 5 years ago. Oh man, I remember exactly like the day like where when that happened, and like I saw the news headline. I don't know, like he really was like a person where like people like really admired him, and like he was like, you know, like a hero in parts to some people, right? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Oh no. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. So yeah, I guess I've been interesting. If you like just like if you like culture, I guess in general, if you like people, if you want to learn more about like the culture of places, particularly food, you know, really good to watch it. Yeah, so basically, anything else, man, anything else. I did a really good job of just like firing, you know, firing from the hip. I don't know. Lakers fans are upset about Michael Malone. It's so fun. It's just so funny. Like Lakers fans reacting to like Michael Malone being petty. It's like, dude, like come on, like you, like freaking the Laker fan base are upset at like Michael Malone. It's like, dude, why are you so why are you so upset, man? Like, why does this affect you so much? Like, it's fine. It's like, yeah, true. Michael Malone is the Lakers' daddy. It's like, yeah, like he beat him in the playoff series, like day one to championship. Like, why are you so like? I don't know, man. It's I don't know. Lakers Nuggets seems to be a brewing rivalry, right? Oh man. Oh yeah, Ja got suspended for 25 games. Zion should be suspended from I don't know. I don't know what he should be suspended from, but I don't know. Maybe we'll ask Mariah Mills about what he should be suspended from. Apparently, Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford is actually happening. Yeah, apparently it is. I mean, it's happening on July 29th, so yeah. We'll see. I'll see. The pay-per-view is $84.99. I'm not gonna pay for it. There's a lot of people who are like, you have to support boxing. You know, you have to support these big fights. You can't illegally stream it. And I'm like, yeah, I'm probably just not gonna illegally stream it anyway, because I'm just gonna like wait for like the fight to happen and just like view the results on Twitter. Probably. This is probably what I'm gonna be waiting for. Tyson Fury is not gonna fight anyone in the near future. Oh man, Teofimo Lopez had this win against like Josh Taylor, and became like a 2-time undisputed world champion at 135 after beating Lomachenko, and 140 after beating his most recent win against Josh Taylor. And he decided to retire for now, I guess. Yeah. Oh man. Anyways, yeah, that's basically a survey of everything. So yeah, I guess on to the Twitter segment, where hopefully I'll find some good tweets. All right, the first tweet, someone with the Twitter name Girl on a String says, in the Pittsburgh service industry, they're debriefing us on the imminent Taylor Swift concert like we're being prepped for war. Oh man, yeah. Someone tweeted, so with Cormac McCarthy and Toni Morrison gone, who's the frontrunner for best living literary novelist? I do not know the picture of this. I don't know. Who actually, literary? Like literary fiction? I don't know. If Maya Angelou was still alive, would it be her? Can I say Sandra Cisneros because she wrote House on Mango Street? I mean, like, can I say her? I mean, there was like Sandra Cisneros, Amy Tan. There's I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't say Stephen King is literary. Probably like, I don't know. Yeah. That's also another thing. Cormac McCarthy, the author of The Road and Blood Meridian, died recently. There's this tweet prompt going around that is like, what is y'all most like tweet? And then people are just posting pictures of their tweets that get freaking so many thousands of likes. You know, not that I'm freaking noticing that. Not that I'm jealous about it. But yeah, someone posted a picture of their tweet. In college, I was asked to be in a sorority date auction, ew. And I told him, I probably shouldn't get on a stage in front of a bunch of white people and be sold for money. And then they canceled the entire event. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Ew. Oh, man. Oh, God. All of these are so many. Yeah, like in a row. Another tweet prompt. Name a masterclass NBA performance that deserves more recognition. Miles Turner dropping 40 on 15 shots was insane. And then another one. Give me an example of someone rapping like the rent is due. And then the answer. That boy Meek was rapping like the leasing office had the sheriffs outside his door. All right. Okay. Ha! Someone posted a picture of a tweet that says Japan is Wakanda for white people. All right. Okay. The number one most subscribed YouTuber, I think, says he is finally free from content grind after moving to Japan. All right, man. Okay. Oh man. LeBron apparently had an Instagram post where he responded to Mike Malone. Okay, all right. In Europe for the past few weeks, minding my business, and I hear I'm on your mind that much, huh? I mean, I guess I see why, but wave the flag on these lames. Please make being a player cool again, because the lame machine is at an all-time high. Enjoy your light, but just know I'm the sun. Because he's the sun that provides, that is shine, that is responsible for the light. Okay, dude, come on, man. Come on, man. I stay on forever. All right, Jesus. People, man, people. What is the? I'm just seeing like a tweet from a LeBron stan account on this. Jesus Christ. Yeah, these like player stan accounts are just like insane. I don't know. It's weird how NBA Twitter is just filled with so many of these, man. It's like So many. There's Russell Westbrook ones, there's Harden ones, there's Embiid ones, there's, I don't know, man. I haven't seen a Jokic one. There's a Jamal Murray one, There's like an Austin Reeves one. I mean, like, damn. Seriously. Someone tweeted, being a girl is so jam-packed with activities. You're so busy all the time. Play, farming game, move from couch to bed, drink water, move from bed to couch, etc. Nobody talks about it, though. Yet another prompt tweet. Who has that one Jamal Murray video? Some answers. Jamal Murray absolutely abusing the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals. Oh, man. So good. And another answer, one of the most important buckets of the season. It's Denver versus Portland in round 2? Yeah, round 2 of the 2019 playoffs, I think. There's a tweet. People who lived in the 90s and earlier, instead of using a phone before going to bed, what did you do? Just sleep? And it's like the answer would probably just be watch TV, right? And if you didn't have a TV in your house, you probably were one of those kids who played outside all the damn time, right? And didn't play video games or watch TV. And by the time you get home, you forget your parents are come home before the street lights turn on, and then you come home before dark, and then you have dinner, and then you do your homework, and then you're too tired to do anything else, and then you go to sleep. I just don't understand. I don't know. If someone from Gen Z actually asked this question, come on, man. It's I don't know. I don't know, man. I didn't have a smartphone until 14. Yeah, regularly. I don't know. Yeah, I had a flip phone when I was in 3rd grade, but yeah, I did not have a smartphone until when I was 14 onwards. So it's I don't know. Yeah, I was raised on the internet. Okay, I was using a desktop. Okay. Oh man. And then someone quote tweeted this: I watched Letterman and Conan from the time I was 9. Phones killed late night. Did they though? I mean, I don't know. Anytime, there seems there wants to be. Yeah. Well, I'm thinking about new reinventions to the late night format. Deezus and Miro had a show. Where I feel one of the taglines for it was late night for the people, right? Back when they were still together and doing stuff. I don't know, man. A lot of people clowned on that show and said was it boring, but I don't know. I liked that show. I liked how it was kind of redefining what a late night show was. I mean, Lily Singh had a late night show. I saw, but I don't know. I feel if you want to talk about successful versions of late night shows, I feel that was one of them. I don't know. Brian Windhorst, yeah, it's a clip from First Take, and Brian Windhorst is saying that John Morant is at least looking at $50 million in losses. It's as bad of a penalty as we've seen in the history of pro sports. Really? For 25 games? I mean, I don't know. I mean, he's obviously going to miss out on All NBA, right? Yeah, there's this new rule that for awards All NBA, you have to play in at least 65 games, I think it is. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, obviously he's not going to qualify for that, but I don't know. John Morant is still probably going to make $100 million, right? He hasn't lost his Nike deal, right? Yeah, I don't know how I feel. Extended thoughts on the Ja Morant situation. I mean, I don't know. I guess it's not my play. I feel if there were to be, I feel he should have been suspended, but yeah, I feel 25 games is kind of the exact right amount. It shouldn't be longer, right? But there are some people who think that it is too harsh, and I somewhat kind of get that sense. I somewhat kind of get it, but he did do this exact same thing he did for the first time he got suspended, so there has to be some sort of harsher thing, right? There has to be. I don't know. That's basically it. Has there been a single finals in NBA history where the two fan bases are so chill with each other and have no beef like the Nuggets and the Heat? Was there a bit of beef? I don't know. Someone tweeted, I wish there were more ways for teens, and let's be real, people in general, to learn literary analysis without condescending assholes making them think they're illiterate. So many people want to analyze work at a higher level, but literally just don't know how. Literally. Yeah, how do you do, analysis of any kind? I don't know. I don't know. it's hard. Like, I just don't want to do analysis with things, right? Like, I kind of just want to do, like give opinions, and basically that's it. But I don't know. I feel like I might be on the hinkering to do some analysis. I still haven't done the thing that I said I would do in previous episodes. You know, I feel like I'm gonna get to that. I think I'll get to it at some point, like this summer, probably. I feel like if I'm ever gonna do it, it's gonna happen this summer, you know. Maybe by the end of this month, but yeah. Like, I made a whole series deconstructing queer coding in Chinese and Japanese media, and so many people ate that shit up. I want another creator who just analyzes horror films. People love that shit, but are just too scared to do it on their own, out of fear of being wrong. I mean, I don't know, man. Yeah, I think that's my thing with analysis, where it's like, it feels less like you're giving an opinion, right? Like, I want opinions, man. Like, I want opinions. I don't want, like, the meaning behind the green light in Gatsby, right? Like, I don't want, like, a 10, like, minute freaking video where it's like that. It's like, I know, it's like the green light is, like, is supposed to somewhat symbolize the American dream, and, like, Gatsby trying to reach out for it is, like supposed to symbolize where it's, like, even if you make yourself from, you know, like, the ground up, right? Like Gatsby did, you know, not old money, Gatsby's new money, that, like, the American dream is still, like, out of reach, you know? I don't know. It's the whole thing. But, like, I don't need a 10-minute video on it, you know? Like, I don't know. I'd rather have a 10-minute video of, like, why I like The Great Gatsby. I made that whole point in, like, the video essay thing, right? Yeah. Like, that episode where I talked about video essays. I'd rather have opinions rather than just, like, analysis of what, like, a story, like, means, right? Like, I don't know. It's just more interesting to me. But, yeah. Meanwhile, audiences become more and more anti-intellectual because they don't know where to start. And then people who have learned these skills rub it in the face of people who haven't, further pushing them away from taking media seriously. It's really sad to watch. Yeah, I'd assume she's talking about, like, people who, like, are, like, have some basic, you don't have any comprehension skills. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. It would be nice. It would be nice for, like, more people to pick up and, like analysis, right? You know, instead of just people, like, but I don't know. Like, I don't know. For me personally, like, I just prefer, like, people just sharing opinions, you know. But, like, yeah, I mean, yeah, true. Obviously, right, like, obviously, she's arguing for, like, that, like, it would be better if, like, people, like, understood, like, the points, understood media more, right? Yeah, it would be better, you know. But, like, if you just, like, see people, like, expressing their opinion where it's, like, they totally miss the point of, like, a show or a movie or a book, right? You could do this thing called, like, not pay attention to it. Like, you could. I mean, like, it's possible to do that. Oh, man, it is. It really is. If you want more specificity, I guess, here's, like, the comment. Here's the comment that, like, got Lakers fans so upset. Here's the comment. This is during the parade. Yeah, this guy called, like, Vic Lombardi, when he was introducing Michael Malone.
He came into this world as the son of a coach, but in these playoffs, he became the Lakers' daddy.
Like, people, yeah, like, there are some Lakers fans who were quote tweeting that, having, like, so many freaking issues, man. So many issues with that. It's like, come on, man. Like, are we really doing this? Are we, like, can you just allow, like, freaking, yeah, it's the whole thing, like, let the Nuggets, like, be as petty as they want. Like, the NBA champion, should be able to be as petty as they want, you know, if they friggin' earned it, you know? That's the thing. The Nuggets earned it, man. You can't take that away from them. That's basically it, right? Zirin J. Zhao had a tweet that I saw earlier. She said, "Cannot believe I have to say this, but characters should be judged for what they believed at the end of a story, not the start, because, you know, writers often give characters intentional flaws and questionable opinions at the beginning for them to overcome through the story." Yeah. I basically, I agree with this. I agree. But, like, you know, I would, like, I would, there are stories where it's, like, there are characters who just, like, learn nothing, right? I think that's the thing with, like, I heard, on a video when I was like watching like this otter tuber talk about like the difference between YA and adult fiction, right? Where it's like YA, it feels like there always has to be like a positive character arc in some form, right? It doesn't have to be like a complete 180, but it just has to be like the character's mindset is like better from where they were at the beginning. But like with adult fiction, I guess that doesn't have to be the case as much or like at all. So yeah, I don't know. That's just what I was thinking about. And then there more to the tweet. It feels like too many people pass moral judgments with no patience for character arcs anymore, and it's very annoying to see. I also have to say that I did not mean you must forgive a character as long as they make an attempt at redemption. I'm just saying your opinion should be based on the entire story instead of just the beginning. Some stories are poignant because of how its characters fail to overcome. Also, you can recognize how a character is a terrible person but still enjoy them as a character. Yeah, just the whole, yeah. There's been a lot more people who've been like talking about that, right? It's like there have been like more like opinions on like on book Twitter, publishing Twitter in general, where it's like people people want like more like quote toxic representation. Like people want like more of that, right? Like it doesn't have to be all sunshiny and freaking like wholesome and positive. It's like no, it's like that's the thing. I think that's like the like probably like why like maybe I've been seeing like more people like in like the otter writing Twitter community like share their works in progress, and like it's like a lot of them are like thriller and horror, right, genres, right, especially with like BIPOC authors, right? And like yeah, like I saw a tweet that like talked about that, and like how they kind of are like correlated, like BIPOC authors like wanting to write like horror and like thrillers more, like because they want like more of that representation in those genres basically, and like taking more control of those genres. Yeah, I don't know. Another thing, you don't have to agree with a character's redemption if you don't think the writing did it well. The point is to be open-minded to the possibility of an arc in the first place. Yeah. I don't know. I just don't think I guess it's the whole thing where it's like, yeah, again, like this is another example of a tweet where it's like it talks about a thing where I agree with it, but like the stories I read aren't concerned with that, right? It's like I'm not concerned with like there's no like redemption arc in Mercy Suarez, okay? Like there's no redemption arc in To All the Boys I've Loved Before. Like I don't know, it's weird that I just don't read the types of stories that like these tweets like talk about, right? Like there's also tweets of like just because like an obvious things like just because a character in a book is a horrible person doesn't mean it's a judgment on the author writing it. It's like I don't know, it's just an obvious thing, but like it's a thing that like people on Twitter, like obviously Twitter isn't real life, but a lot of people try to think of it that way, and like think that like just because someone is sharing an opinion that is dumb on Twitter, that must mean that like a whole group of people think that, when that's probably not the case, even if like the tweet has likes on it. I don't know, it's just such a thing. Anyway, there's a quote tweet on this. This. Some people have entirely destroyed the concept of a character arc for themselves and expect authors to drop the concept too, and it's just an unbearable thing to witness. I don't know, like it's not that I don't read things with character arcs, but like I'm not really concerned with like redemption arcs in general. Like I don't know, like I guess I just don't write those types of stories, to be honest. I don't know, like I mean, like I write like I see it as like characters who do good things and bad things, basically, right? Like like I don't know if I've intentionally like written a character to be like, this character is supposed to be unlikable, like I don't think I've specifically written like a protagonist especially where they're like unlikable. I'm more about like, I more so view characters through the lens of like characters as like, I don't know, like characters who like make mistakes a lot. Like I like characters who make mistakes and are messy, basically. And like my idea of messy is like making mistakes, like acting stupid sometimes, like that's how I view characters. But I don't know, I guess like other people, this is a thing. I just like reading these tweets. They have like, they give I don't know, more stuff to talk about when I'm not talking about the NBA. So, I need more people to take note of disability rep in books and note it in their reviews. I'm tired of not knowing that tons of books have rep, but people just don't mention it, so I have no idea. Like I just read Love on the Brain, and it has orthostatic hypotension rep. And Love theoretically has type 1 diabetes rep, and I only recently found out about this from a fellow disabled reader. It's so frustrating. This is me begging able-bodied reviewers especially to pay attention when there's rep, even if it's not a huge part of the story. Because it matters to us disabled readers, and please mention it in reviews. By the way, I'm not asking for book recs. Yeah, okay, there you go. It's like, I don't need to read every part of a tweet. That's like one thing I learned. I don't know, man. I don't know. Man. Another thing. There's an NBA player, Tony Snell, who revealed that he recently got diagnosed with autism after learning that his son got diagnosed with autism too. Interesting, man. Interesting. I don't think there's really much more to it. There's this tweet is going around in the midst of Ja Morant getting suspended, and then someone tweeted, just a reminder that Kyrie lost his partnership with Nike because he posted a movie link. And then someone quote tweeting, what was the movie about? What was the movie about? Oh man, that's all. Just like he posted a link. Like that's what Kyrie did. He posted a link. Oh man. Oh god. One thing from this Nuggets playoff run that I've been doing is watching Nick Wright a lot more. And it's like, oh god, oh man, I don't know. It's just fun seeing him like try to like adjust his like takes basically, and like update his takes on Jokic, which have been like so negative over the years, right? He said once that like Jokic would be the worst MVP in the last like 40 years, right? Like not a believer of the Nuggets, not a believer of Jokic at all. Right, like his reasoning is like I just needed to see it. I just needed to see it for me to believe that Jokic is an all-time great. And it's like, yeah, I don't know. Like Jokic would have been an all-time great even if he lost in the finals, man. Like he would basically be on like Charles Barkley level, right? Like I don't know. Like I think like Nick Wright posted like a ranking of like players, like the top 25 of all time, which was updated, and then he put like Jokic at 25. And, like, Charles Barkley was above him. And I'm like, really? Like, I don't know. The guy without a championship? I mean, like, I don't know. It's weird. Yeah, Nick wrong, basically. Like, Nick wrong. And I fear that, like, my addiction to takes is gonna lead me to watching a lot more of him. As Undisputed is not with Shannon anymore. Like, I don't know, man. I really just need to watch less of it. Yeah, I know. Oh, man. Okay, another tweet here. Someone tweeted, a magical thing that happened yesterday is I got a seat on the subway and was looking for my phone, and a random dude across the way tapped my foot, and I was a little skeeved, but the random dude was my husband? What? I went over and sat next to him and hugged him and started telling him about my day, and the other people on the train must have thought we were moving rather fast. Oh, like they live in the same. That's kind of cool. Interesting. That's kind of cool. Like how like you like live in the same city, but just like you work and like in the city, and like you happen to go on the same subway train together. That's actually really cool. There's a tweet that, another prompt tweet. What are you convinced people are just pretending to enjoy? Oh, man. And then someone tweeted, Barcelona fans watching Gavi play foot. What, huh? Do not know. Do not. Oh, man. So many. Another poster for Barbie. Stop it. I'm really thinking about, I've thought about this yesterday. I kind of want Barbie to be a disappointing movie. I kind of want Barbie to not be a good film because of this. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm being petty like Michael Malone, but it's like there's just so much talk about Barbie. It's like, okay, all right. All right, like her foot is like when her foot gets taken out of the shoe, it doesn't move. It's like cool. It's like great. It's just like the bar. Yeah, like God. Did I talk about that? How there was like discourse around like there was like someone who had a tweet that was like every time I like see people talking about Barbies, like it just reminds me that I was kind of like it's somewhat to the effect of like it reminds me that like I was like too poor or something like relating like it was someone who had tweeted something associating with having Barbies as a kid to like being rich or upper middle class, and like a lot of people were responding to it saying that like Barbies cost $7 and like posted a picture of it on Amazon, like a single Barbie doll on Amazon. But I'm like, wouldn't the person like who's saying that like have more credence? Like if like, I mean, it's like it's not that you would only have one Barbie doll, right? It's not that like, oh, like a kid only has one Barbie doll and you're jealous of that. No, it would be that like if you would be jealous if they have like a bunch of Barbie dolls though, right? Like you would be jealous if they were like if they had like the Barbie dream house though, right? Like you would be, I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe I can look it up like right now, like Amazon. Can I look it up on Amazon, like as the final thing? Like, how much is a Barbie dream house? It's fine, man. I don't know. It's fine. I might get back. I might do some research of that on my own. But that was an interesting thing that like the person who had that tweet, got roasted because of it. You know, it like got called dumb by a lot of people, right? It's like it was discourse, and it was discourse people were annoyed by. But I don't know. I feel like it maybe if you were a kid and like you only had like one doll, or like I don't know, like if you like your parents just somehow were like, we can't get you a Barbie, honey, sorry, you know, and like you saw like other kids with like a Barbie dream house and like a car, right, like the car and then like every sort of freaking accessory like associated with it, like I don't know. There was a Gary Soto story I read recently about Barbies, and like it is about this girl who wanted a Barbie but like got the wrong one for Christmas, but like and then like the next year like got the right one, but like she like lost the head of it, like like she was jealous of like another girl's Barbie or something, like I don't know. There's also another a Sandra Cisneros story called Barbie Q, where it was like basically like comparing like the kinds of Barbie the Barbie that like a young Mexican girl would have versus like the Barbie like a white girl would have. You know, like it's called, the story's title is called Barbie Q, right? And like like I think the description is like she looks like her face is like burnt off, like the Mexican girl's Barbie versus the white girl's Barbie. I don't know. Anyway, there's just too much talk about Barbie, man. Just too much, man. Too much. Like too much. It's gonna be a film, I would assume. Yeah. I don't know if I would watch Oppenheimer or Barbie. I'm probably not gonna watch either, man. I'm gonna be watching Exo Kitty when I get the chance. Okay, like that's my choice. Like I don't know, man. It's a thing. Okay, all right, all right. Like you're excited for the film. Okay, like the people they're so hyping it. You know, like Ryan Gosling. It must have like for his from the interviews. So many snippets, man, of interviews where Ryan Gosling is talking about. Like, I had to train to be Ken. Not everyone can be Ken. It's like, okay. Oh my god, dude. Oh, man, dude. I don't know, man. I just, like, it seems to be getting a lot more hype than, like, even My Little Pony did back in, like, 2012. Oh, man, dude. Oh, man. Anyways, I feel like that's enough tweets, right? I talked about enough. Oh, man. Anyways, yeah, I guess. Yeah, I'm just looking for like last second, like anything else? No? Okay, alright. Yeah, so basically that was the episode, a bunch of stuff I talked about. Yeah, basically. Oh man, so yeah, I guess. Hopefully maybe it's like that the summer that like I'll upload more videos, play more games, you know, I'll think of it. I'll think of it. Yeah, I kind of want to play a gameplay focused game at some point. Like maybe actually play these when I'm doing these videos, but I don't know. It just takes a lot of energy, takes a lot of effort, okay? So, yeah, I guess that'll be it for this episode. I will see you next time.